Good morning, students. Welcome to lecture 3 of module 4. So today we'll see the advantages of negative feedback. So negative feedback has one of the disadvantage which we have seen already, that although negative feedback results in reducing the overall voltage gain, but it has some amount of advantages. So these are the advantages. One, it has high input impedance, that is input resistance is too high, and better stability of voltage gain, improved frequency response, that is the range of the frequency will increase with feedback. We have already seen in the previous lecture where with feedback your bandwidth will increase, so that is telling that it has a improved frequency response, lower output impedance, reduced noise, and more linear in operation. So more linear in the operation in the sense your output will vary with any small variation in input. So if input varies, even your output will vary. Now the same advantages can also be seen in the properties of negative feedback amplifier, where the first point is reduction in gain, which you already seen previously here. That is uh, the one of the major properties of the negative feedback amplifier is your gain will reduce. And the second one is desensitive sensitizes the gain. It brings stability in amplifier by making gain less sensitive to all kinds of variation. And the third one is reduce non-linear distortion. I told you the negative feedback makes the output proportional to input. If there is any change in input, there will be change in output. And the fourth one is reduces the effect of noise. So noise is completely reduced, so it will not affect the gain or any other parameters. And fifth one is controls the input and output resistance, that is your input and output impedance. And the sixth one, extend the bandwidth of the amplifier. We know that we already seen it in the graph that the bandwidth will increase with feedback. Clear? So the next topic we'll see in with respect to the feedback amplifiers is uh, how is the gain stability with feedback. How is the gain stability with feedback? So here we already know the overall gain of the amplifier with negative feedback is given by, that is AF is gain with feedback, which is equal to A divided by 1 plus A beta, where A is the gain of the amplifier without feedback and this is the gain of the amplifier with feedback, right? So now if I differentiate both the equations with respect to A, we know that if you're trying to do a differentiation of this particular uh, form where you have a numerator and denominator, the formula is denominator into differentiation of numerator minus numerator into differentiation of denominator divided by denominator square. So if you see here, it is differentiation of this with respect to A. So differentiation of AF divided by with respect to A, which will be 1 plus A beta, which is the denominator, into differentiation of the term A with respect to A minus A is the numerator into differentiation of the denominator with respect to A divided by denominator square. Now here differentiation of A with respect to A, the value is 1, and if you differentiate this, 1 is constant, that is going to be 0 into A will be 1, so the left out constant will be beta, so we'll be left out with only beta here. So here 1 plus A beta minus A into beta divided by 1 plus A beta square. So now here you can eliminate this plus A beta and minus A beta, so you will be left out with 1 by 1 plus A beta the whole square. Now what we'll do is we will just multiply and divide by A, but the equation will remain same. You are multiplying and dividing it by A, but your equation will remain same. So here 1 by A into A, and the terms which are the denominator square, which I'll just separate it and write as 1 plus a beta into 1 plus a beta. Now I'll group the terms 1 by a and a plus 1 by a beta, and the other term is 1 plus 1 by 1 plus a beta. Now we already know that this particular thing is your gain with feedback. So when I substitute the gain with feedback into 1 plus a into 1 plus a beta is what we get. So if I shift this particular thing here and uh, the differentiation of dA above, when I rearrange this equation, uh, differentiation in the gain with feedback will be equal to the change in the gain without feedback into 1 divided by 1 plus a beta. Now if I take the consideration of a beta being very greater than 1, so I can write this particular thing as a beta itself. So I will get the equation, that is this particular equation. Now you can see that if I take the modulus, the the conclusion what we get from this is, this clearly shows that the magnitude of relative change in gain with feedback is reduced by a factor of, that is 1 by a beta, when compared to the one without the feedback. So if this is the relative change in gain without feedback, this is the relative change of gain with feedback, it is affecting it by a factor of 1 by a beta. Clear? So the stability of the particular gain with feedback, the relative change in gain with feedback, is affected by a factor of the factor a beta. Clear? So that is the conclusion of this particular topic. One of the major concern is, please remember, the gain stability with feedback is a different question when compared to the gain which you have seen already in the voltage series feedback amplifier. Clear? So this is a separate question where they ask you to prove the gain stability with feedback. So this completes all the topics with respect to feedback amplifiers. In the further classes, we will see the oscillators. Thank you.